Alrighty, folks. Well, a good evening, and welcome to another session of our Quests of Cormyr. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our players who are here.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Uh,
Up there.
they are here. We are unfortunately Jack will hopefully join us a little bit later. And
We're
some
Jackless.
bad news, though, that Binteldank will not be joining us for the foreseeable future of the campaign. But the story goes on. And before the story goes on, let's talk about how the story went on before we get into it. Last time we started off with you guys continuing your journey up the peak over treacherous terrain and eventually arriving at Highhorn. Not greeted as well as you had hoped either. Some concern about the dragon you had kept in your company, as well as all the soldiers here at this fort already seemed a little on edge to start with. But the concern was ended when a commander of Highhorn vouched for you, Sir Dane Harrow. Apparently he had been one of Esmeralda's proctors and instructed her on joining the Purple Dragons as a sword in the Royal Army. Sir Harrow escorted you in to this keep and to the Great Refectory, where he allowed you to be fed and had some talks about why you were here. Unsure about your concerns over the dragons, he was more than happy, though, to sponsor you as an adventuring group. However, the keep's war wizard had been away for many days, no sign of her return. Apparently she had sent out to see about some wards within the keep and find the source of some magical meddling. And during her absence, the rising goblins has taken a turn against the soldiers' liking. Wards within the keep and around it seem to be failing. You all mentioned helping find her, since your license depended on her being there. Sir Harrow agreed to this, as he could spare very little for scouts in the mountains with the wards in their current state. You guys all headed to the armory to see about gaining some better equipment. And even though the quartermaster Dahlia was a bit more rules heavy than even Esmeralda, you did garner some information and had some armor getting worked for in the morning. And yeah, you guys headed up to the rookery nearby, well, right above this, the armory here. With the help of Binteldank, you spoke to one of the griffins here, as well as one of the head riders. Speaking to it, you discovered some stuff about what had been happening, or still only shadows and speech. But she did gift you with a flare to set off should you come into trouble along the mountainside. And you guys headed out of this large tower, started to wonder about the magic wards that were not in proper order. Seeing a small group of soldiers and scribes looking at a part of the wall, you headed to investigate. And that is where we're going to pick up, as Binteldankle... Well, no, he'll want to see the ward thing. But yeah, that's where we're going to pick up. You guys are in the keep still.
Do we know where we're going to find these broken wards? Just heading to the outer wall?
You see a group of people gathered around the part of the wall. Scribes and soldiers alike. Like you had seen when you first entered into the space.
Probably walk up.
So you can make your assumptions with what you want there.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably walk up and probably stand there awkwardly for a few seconds and try to listen in on what's happening.
Give me a perception check to see what you overhear.
Okay.
But you can see they're all gathered around a few stones in the wall that seem to have some scrawling on them. With an 18, you would hear the soldiers, for the most part, have no idea what's going on. One of them more educated ones, younger and scrawnier soldier that would have a short sword instead of a long sword, and wearing leathers, would just kind of talking to the scribes. Well, this seems a little out of place here. I don't know how she did it, but if it was turned, no, that wouldn't do it either. And one of the scribes gasps as I, did you see it? It just disappeared. It that ruined. I don't remember what it was, but it's vanished. It's gone. And he'll look up to the other scribes as a couple of them start scribbling some notes. I'd say there's like 3 or 4 scribes here with about 4 soldiers.
Hello.
One of the scribes will look up. Yes. Can we help? They kind of try to their best to block the bricks. They're not quite tall enough to do so, but they kind of try to stand in front of it. Can we help you?
Yes. We've just arrived here, and heard about the problems that you're having with the wards here. I am trained in Arcana and perhaps can lend some assistance.
Trained in Arcana? No. You need a high. Only a war mage would be able to take care of these wards here. It's just, not even we have the training in such details. But you know what? One of them, come on, let him try. Come on, like elbowing the other guy on it. Fine. If you'd like to, you could take a gander and give us your best educated guess as to what is happening here. We'll
Perhaps
compare
you can
notes after.
Okay, so you don't want to provide any details right now. You want me to see what I can see, or
Yes, we'll call this a test. If you are arcane intuited.
very
Hearing
well.
stops.
A couple of them are, yeah.
Esmeralda will lean down to Silas, and I can bully them to give you the information if you want. And she'll like whisper that.
Well, let's see what we can find out first. And I would have mentioned to the name of the I don't have my notes in front of me. So who we were greeted by
Dane.
Sir Harrow.
Sir Dane Harrow.
Yeah.
Jane Harrow.
Yeah, so I would drop that name too. Okay, so I think I want to do a. Can I just do a general arcana check, or should I try to do a detect magic? It would take 10 minutes.
Don't ask me what you can do or what you should do. Tell me what you are doing. Don't ask me about roles. I'm not. Tell me what you're doing.
I think I would try to get a sense for the runes that are already part of the wall, and see if I can identify what kind of runes there are, and if I can tell if there's if they've been modified in some way.
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check.
Meanwhile, can I like look around to see if there's like tracks leading anywhere that are like older, or is it just too stomped down right now?
It's definitely rainy and muddy in this courtyard here, so it is wet. But yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check to look out for some tracks.
Okay.
It's too muddy and wet. However, Silas, you would glean that there are hints of obvious protection magic, but it's far from complete. And overhearing them say, like, one of them just vanished right in front of their eyes, there's no telling that any other runes were ever inscribed here. It seems like someone is partially through the process of writing these wards out. But it does look expertly written and scrawled. Some of it would definitely be above your level of knowledge, but the basis of protection magic is mostly all the same. There would be little tidbits of illusion as well as faint evocation. But it all seems to be the same delicate, purposeful script.
Do I know if identify would work on a ward?
Well, these aren't complete. I would say a 16 would tell you that they
Oh.
are not complete, so they aren't anything right now. I would say
Gotcha.
with your intuition with illusion, the illusory part would have to do something with fog.
Fog. Okay. And do I sense they're not complete because they were never completed, or because someone has tampered with it and has erased part of it?
With a 16, it's hard to tell. Like, it looks as if, like, you heard one of them say, oh, it just disappeared right in front of our eyes. But it looks like there were never any other runes to begin with. Like, it seems like they're just incomplete. Like, someone started to put them there, but they're gone.
Interesting. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Jarvis.
Jarvis. Jarvis or Jarvis?
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Yes.
Jarvis.
Hello, Jarvis. I'm Silas.
And what did you expunge from your study?
So you're telling me that there were active working wards here?
Yes, there were.
There doesn't seem to be any more. There are elements of warding and protection magic here, but it seems like part of them are incomplete, as if they were never there. I'm also sensing some level of illusion magic, which is something of my specialty. I see. Was there some level of fog cloud protection added to the ward as well?
There was at one point, but it would seem that they are failing and disappearing. Surprised you
What,
picked up on that illusory parts. They're more subtle, you know?
Well, as I said, it's a specialty of mine. Some of this obviously is beyond my ability, but I'm happy to continue investigating this issue if there are other areas that need to be investigated. Do you have you any working theories?
Well, kind of lean over, away from the smaller crowd of soldiers. The War Mage did have a theory that something or someone was tampering with the magics. That's why she went out to go find someone from outside. That's where her trails led us, or led her.
She was looking for the outside perpetrators,
Yes.
the goblins.
Goblins couldn't do this. That's preposterous.
Yes. Still, there's would be quite a bit of coincidence. Would I know? Is there a way to disable warding magic remotely?
Give me an Arcana check. You've never heard of anything like that. That sounds ridiculous.
Right, that's kind of ridiculous.
Yes, that's what we said as well, but she was sure of it, so we wouldn't question a war wizard, especially not her.
Is there any other ways that I could potentially help?
No. Unfortunately, all other areas are out of restrictions, even for the rest of us.
Can I I'm gonna try something else. I need about 10 minutes of solitude, excuse me. It's very nice to meet you, Jarvis.
Of course, Silas, was it?
Silas. Silas Vane.
Silas. Vane.
Yes.
Vane. Well,
Um,
have fun with your peace and quiet. I appreciate a second look. It was more astute
Thank you.
than expected.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm still learning, as I said, but
Oh, us
want
as
to be
well.
helpful.
We aren't. A cantrip here and there is all we can muster. We're training hard to be. One of us might have potential to be a wizard once ourselves.
It does take years. Um, if I can be of help in that area, let me know. I have some recommended readings.
Oh? Kind of looks you up and down.
Yes, I mean, I don't know if this keep has access to a library, but
In
there's
Vero's
several.
Sanctum, there is a library, but again, not even we are permitted there, at least not without her permission.
I tend to favor the more esoteric volumes anyway. Some forgotten lore, and never really studied too much the fundamental volumes.
The fundamentals is what we practice daily. Little prestidigitation. Uh, I can even do a bolt of fire. I'm not going to do it so recklessly as to do it here in the rain, but I'm coming up myself.
As everyone, I think, draws their magic from a different source. Our friend Jack, as I was just telling him, needs to tap into his emotions. I think that
It sounds like a terrible idea to become uncontrolled. There have been wizards in the past who have tapped into their emotions to a horrible extent. I would suggest you read up on some of the basics. It's history.
well, I think part of it is learning to control your emotions, or else your emotions will control your magic.
Oh no, just swallow them down deep inside. Don't ever let them out.
Okay.
Bottling them up is the only reasonable option.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Yes,
You keep working on that.
I think I do it quite well.
Uh, well, I will excuse myself, and I want to cast detect magic. I want to see if there's any other errant magic that is actively working on these wards right now.
Ooh, I can do that as well.
Well,
Absolutely.
then you should have been doing it this whole time, my dear man.
I was looking for tracks. I was distracted. I found my own.
Yeah, you see soldiers' boot prints and other kind of servant folk boot prints, but that's really
What
about
time of day is it?
It's
Like-
like 7 or 8 at night.
Yeah, late.
Okay, so it's like time
Mid-evening.
to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sun is definitely down. I don't care if it's time to sleep or not. But it's only 8.
Well,
What
we
do you
just
mean?
we traveled
Yeah,
a full 8 hours, and
absolutely.
then I'm assuming we'd be tired.
I'm half dead.
Esmeralda's just keeping an eye on all of you. Not letting anyone out of my sight. Running off into that building you're not allowed to.
The tower next to the Maiden Keep.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
tall is this tower? I have a seven
Hundreds of
perception, so
it's
I probably
hundreds
can't.
of feet. Like you can see it through. The rain is starting. You would see the occasional light flicker above. So it is another kind of layer up beyond this courtyard you're in is another courtyard, and then there'd be that mountain crag way up that the keep is built
And
onto that.
they've pointed out which one is the wizards or the war mages tower.
It's the tower that's attached to the keep.
Okay.
So if you look at that picture there,
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Ooh,
On the
yeah.
stream.
Okay.
it's one on the
So it's
right.
the tallest one.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll nudge Silas. I wonder what's on top of that.
Is that the War Wizard's tower?
It is.
Hmm.
I can get up there.
I mean, that seems like a ideal place for a ritual circle.
Well, that or anything. Maybe a line of sight on something. My eyes are failing me in this darkness and stormy weather, but
Well, you're far more, I think, nimble than I am.
yes,
I'm happy to join you, but
Can
you might.
We haven't seen anyone. Nah, Cal would ask that. I was gonna ask if you can like make yourself small, but Cal hasn't seen that magic.
Just I will take. Can I take Cal over to the side, out of view of everyone?
Esmeralda's just staring.
It's hard to be out of view. I mean, it's rainy, it's dark, so there's not torchlight everywhere.
And-
but I will also
and
say
I will-
Esmeralda.
in this.
And I will send him a message.
Oh. In the middle of the
And I
square,
will-
he points at me.
I'm just gonna point at you. I'm gonna point at everyone, but I'm gonna actually send a message to Cal and say, I do have the ability to make you invisible, if that helps.
Cal nods. Then his eyes wander to Esmeralda. Esmeralda, where will we be lodging tonight?
One of the houses.
And they are much
Oh,
less of a
that's
house, more of like bunk.
Functional barracks.
Yeah, smaller barracks. Yeah, like designed to house
I would
probably
assume
a
it's
small
function more
battalion
than-
of like 20 people.
Yeah. Your feet must be so tired from wearing that armor. We really should bed for the night.
I'm going to point at Cal again.
Silas, what are you doing?
And then I'm gonna point at Esmeralda. And then I'm gonna
Oh, whoops.
point at
That's the wrong
Aiden.
button.
I'm just
I
gonna
didn't mean to
start,
click anything.
Good.
I'm just gonna start pointing to people. But then when I point to Cal, I'm gonna do a message. I'm like, I need to cast detect magic first. If you would just bear with me, let's meet up in 10 minutes.
Okay. Why? I'll respond to your message. Why do you need to cast detect magic?
I'm gonna do the pointer thing again, isn't he?
No, I'll
Yeah,
just
let's do
talk out
it.
loud. Well, friends, I'm going to find a quiet place now to cast detect magic. I'm trying to see if there's any errant magics working on these wards.
I could cast it for you if you want. I can do it instantly. I can do it once a day.
I don't have it prepared today, so if you would want to do that, that would be wonderful.
Sure.
I will say
I'll,
Element is giving Aiden Watcher's inspiration. I'm going to put one caveat
Nice.
to this. You have to use it before he joins the game.
Oh,
Oh.
that's smart. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I'll cast detect magic.
You would see a couple of rings and swords glow lightly with magic. As the ward does not have any magic on it.
Ooh.
It's a fake.
It's not fake, it's just that it's not a complete rune anymore. So it doesn't emanate.
Well,
it's not working.
Oh, it's not even like barely. Usually there's like barely like faded magic or something.
There might be trace amounts, but it's going to be
Like,
very.
but not. It's clearly not.
It's not working
activated
right
anymore.
now. No.
It's like as if I wrote a rune on the wall.
Yeah. Well,
Well, then it would be
as
not
if
magical at all.
it's as if a wizard wrote part of a script but didn't finish it.
And didn't finish it.
So
Okay.
if the
It's not a
incantation isn't complete, then the spell's not working.
It seems that this, as you said, yes, it's like someone's wiping it away.
Is there any other magic around that's you can see wiping it?
Is there?
It's a
Is there,
large
like,
courtyard. Where are you going?
I sense swords, rings. I sense the very trace amount on this rune. I don't really see anything in this immediate area.
Why don't you?
Are we near the gate by this ward?
No, this one would kind of probably be on the side. It'd be near that back tower you see in that picture there.
Oh, all the way in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like
Because
to
that's
go
where you
around?
guys came out of that. That's the rookery.
Got you. Would you like to walk around while I have this detect magic and see if the other runes are similar? Maybe some have more of their magical power.
Yeah, sure.
I'll accompany you.
I only have this for about 9.5 minutes now, so
Yes, just do a quick circle.
yeah.
You
Now
could probably
and that's
travel
what
the
we'll
breadth
do.
of this courtyard in 10 minutes.
I'll use a bonus action dash here and there, you know. Oh,
You would get repeatedly told to slow down.
By
that's fine.
Esmeralda.
Yep, and by soldiers within.
Anything different about them? Any weaker or stronger?
You're pushing an element. I'm gonna say no to that one. You would see occasional as you get closer to like the front gate. Theirs would be active, but it's fading
Does it-
magics. Around the gate would probably be the strongest wards, but they are definitely.
So the one that
They're
is
less.
completely gone is the furthest away from the front.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it in that way of an escalating order?
No,
Like,
I would
the
say
strongest
like
front, or it's just
because you
kind
guys
of spotted?
came from like the east, so I would say like the north would probably be where the weakest is.
So
Around
that
around
tall
this
one in the
outer
back
ring.
there?
Yeah.
That's so interesting. The one that's fading, can I tell if there's a magic, a school of magic that is like causing it to fade, or is it just losing its power? For
I would
some
say the
unknown-
abjuration magic would be the strongest of the magics in any of the wards.
Yeah, abjuration.
But they would all have slight evocation and slight illusion to them as well. Those that are active.
I'll tell that too. Silas, of course. And I'm not sensing any. Nothing's drawing me away. I will say the griffin talking about the creature with the two voices. It seems rather important.
Griffin speaking in two voices. Yes.
Yes, there was the creature that sounded like another voice coming from out of it. So at least that's what Mentalding told us.
Right. Someone had observed it.
You might put further away from your
Silas,
face. Fix up.
Cal, slow down. Silas is having a hard time catching
Sorry,
up.
I was.
Was it hard to hear me?
Well,
Oh.
yes, you were quite far away.
Yes.
Oh, hey. Well, here I am.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's not much else from what I know. I mean, I'm not as smart as you, Silas, but,
I wonder if we go to the spot where they saw that shadow, if we would find any clue.
and we know that the, Serdaro is,
Arrow.
Harrow.
Harrow,
Dane
is...
Harrow.
Dame Harrow?
Dane.
Yeah,
Dane.
Dane, Harrow. One of those two. Sir Dane is, he is in possession of a note, and he's working that out. But he said, come back in the morning.
And our map.
And our map. So there's a few things he's working on for us, and we can't really speed him up. But
Okay.
I do think we need to call it there for the night.
True.
I could use the rest. Start fresh in the morning.
And goodness, are you useful, Aiden? Your fires are probably the warmest thing I've felt.
It's not my fires. The fires of Kasuth.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
I am but a vessel.
Do you chat with your deity or pray or worship of any kind?
In a way, whenever you see me staring into a flame or contemplating fire, I'm in a way communicating with my god.
Have you always talked to fire?
No, I
It was
didn't.
after your the
Yeah.
incident.
Yes.
Okay.
I gave myself to the
Fascinating.
forge, poured myself into my work. Constant heat, brightness of the flame began to entrance me, pulled me in.
Did the flames speak out to you, or did you just ponder further in?
They spoke to me. They spoke to me in their shape, in their form. They
Wow.
spoke to me in my waking hours, in my dreams. The flames were always there.
Do we
I wish
do we
I
know
had
of
more
the
dreams.
do we know of this deity?
You
Is
give me
this
a
a
religion.
common-
Give me a religion check. I wouldn't say it's common.
I don't think I'm proficient in religion.
Yeah, with a 21. Yeah, you've heard of Kosuth.
Kosith?
I am not
Kosuth?
Kosuth. Is he like
Kosuth.
a god of fire?
He's the god of fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's also like good and bad, right?
He's neither good nor bad.
neither good nor bad, but he
Depending
has
on how-
followers from both sides.
I don't
remember
know.
what you told us before.
I mean, yeah, I did mention that out of game. But Silas, you've heard that there are many different people who worship him. More commonly, far to the east, like in Thay.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kosuth
It's-
sounds like a fun god.
It's kind of you don't see many worshippers this far west.
I've only met one.
Which is why I must confess I'm in search of a Thayan. To speak of the legend.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
those are quite
Oh,
common
no,
somewhere.
no. Don't tell me you're trying to resurrect your dead wife.
What
I
else
think
would you have me do?
Oh, God. No, this is
the,
terrible, terrible
yeah,
news.
perhaps we should perhaps we should talk about this. He was looking for a phoenix charm. If you just put some little logic to that, I think you could have deduced that days ago.
I didn't know. I perhaps wasn't paying attention. I
Or
thought
might
it was
not,
just
or
like a
might not know what a
keychain.
phoenix is. They're not common creatures.
Yes, but
Esmeralda would definitely
Silas,
know what
Silas
a
thinks
phoenix is.
Silas thinks everyone knows every.
I said it's not a legend that you would hear much in Cormyr. It is a legend of the East.
I thought it was just a figure of speech. I didn't think he was actually going to try to resurrect somebody from the dead.
It's not out of.
It's not up to you to be about a man's business. You have your dreams, he has his own.
It's also not unprecedented. I mean,
Who
there's
says
lots
what
of
he wants to do is a bad thing?
I would assume you guys are talking about this like once you're already inside this barracks of a
I don't
home.
know.
yeah.
Would
On
Aiden
the
open up
way,
out in the
I would
open, or would
assume.
Aiden wait until we're...
I would assume you're not wanting to stand in the rain and have this kind of
Oh, if
conversation.
it's raining, yeah.
Should Silas and Cal kind of stay back a little bit?
No, we
Esmeralda's
can,
not
we
gonna
can
let
wait.
you.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
go to...
Yeah, there'd be several bunk rooms with like about, I'd say, probably 2 bunk beds in each room. There'd be some empty, shelvings and a small kitchen in here as well. But it's very plain, bare bones. And there's like a fireplace. I would say Jack would already be in here, just passed out on the couch.
Oh, yes, we found the one we're sleeping in. I swear I could hear the snoring from outside.
Yes, I wish there was something we could do about that, but it's not good for the health.
Cal takes a pillow and... Oh, no?
Glimmer,
Oh, yes.
do you require sleep?
I don't. I mean, I did sleep last night in the cave. Less of a sleep, more of thinking, pondering.
Oh,
Why do you ask?
she's like me. She's more like her father.
Oh god, right. You
don't-
can't hear this conversation.
I cannot have this conversation.
Thank goodness she has her mother's looks.
I don't think I'm. No. They do know that I'm not familiar with you or the elf, right?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it. That was Cody talking.
Well, would you mind just keeping an eye out? I want to make sure nobody sneaks out while I'm sleeping. And especially that one who apparently has been giving us a false name.
I will do my best.
She points at Cal.
I did not do a such thing.
My neck is on the line because of you. If you do anything stupid, it will be on my honor, and I don't like that.
Your honor will be intact. Don't worry.
Please keep an eye on him, Glimmer. Maybe the other elf, too.
I'll do my best. I am tired from the trek as well, but I can keep a stern eye open. I assure you.
Thank you.
That being said, are you guys all sleeping in the same room?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Esmeralda would sleep in the room closest to the door.
Let's say for purpose of this, they're about equidistant.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
yeah, there was 2 rooms.
There's like a dozen rooms. I'd say there's like
Yeah.
there's 2 bunks in each. So there'd
Somebody's
be can probably fit 20 people in here. So there's 10 rooms.
I'm
Or no,
gonna
so there'd
spread out.
be 5 rooms.
Take my own room.
Aiden would just find the nearest bunk and crash out.
Starts tossing place.
Well, good night.
He'd
Good night,
lower it. If there's a
Esmeralda.
fireplace, he'd lower the flames.
Is there like a main room that all the rooms connect to?
Oh, but
No,
your poor back won't
there's
get
there's
good
like
rest.
there's like a hallway or something.
Okay, Esmeralda's gonna set up a little like resting area for Glimmer in the hallway, and she's gonna go into one of the rooms on her own.
I don't get a bed.
Oh, oh, my heart. But how are you going to watch them?
Oh, should I sleep directly in the room with them?
Didn't she really want
Are they sleeping together in the same room?
Yeah,
No.
we've been in the same room since the beginning.
Well, Silas said no. You're not sleeping.
This
With
There's
is
a
Cat.
bunk bed.
There's 20 rooms though.
But you told me you needed to talk.
There's 5. There's
Okay.
5 rooms. 20
Actually, I'm in a
beds.
chair bed with Silas.
Okay, okay, Glimmer, sleep with Cal.
Silas is like stopping at the door. No, you can't come in. What
That
do you
is-
mean?
That is quite an odd request. Wouldn't
He's your father. It's fine.
no, as I said, he is not familiar to me.
Oh, you rag, dear.
Please, he's just.
He's unbearable. Please,
He's been lying
for
to
the,
us.
for the love of the gods.
I'll be in the hall if it's so important to you.
Oh,
But
I'm
know that I am not
terrible.
a simple watchdog.
I know.
I hope
I'm
you won't treat me
terrible.
as such in the future. There's a bond, you know, and it goes both ways.
Ugh.
Oh. You on the top left of your screen, you get a Glimmer will remember this.
Yeah,
Hmm.
probably.
Setting him to a
Esmeralda will think on that while
menial
she's sleeping.
chore.
Menial task is watching 2 elves.
But is there
One doesn't
anything
even
you guys would
sleep.
like to do before you bed down? As Glimmer will be in the hall.
Yes. I already cast Detect Magic, and that's long.
Yeah, long gone.
Can I ritually cast that or no?
No, because no.
Okay, I cannot ritually cast that. Okay.
Because you don't have ritual casting.
I'm not a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a freaking wizard. Darn. I can't use Detect Magic again. Makes me sad. Well, makes
Esmeralda
it
snoring.
a little harder there, Silas.
What's that?
I was hoping Detect Magic would last me until I climb. I don't know what's if the outside of the walls are warded at all with traps or anything.
It's likely, but I'm using my spell, so once you get there, you can. Oh, you can only cast Detect Magic once. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's my from my lineage. Just like a cantrip, I get 1 spell.
I see.
That's why it wasn't
Well-
anything fancy. It was just
I don't
something I
think
can
both
do.
of us are sneaking out of here.
No.
I would say
but you
there's a
said
window
that-
in every room.
You said that I could be invisible, so that would greatly aid me. Jeremy taught me quite a few things, and these tools definitely help. And I'll open the palms of my hands. And before, when we started our trip down, I was wrapping red like maroon ribbon around my hand. You see like metal spikes coming out of the palm, like my palms. I was like, I can climb pretty well.
Well, I just had a kind of a weird idea. What if you climbed out the window?
Yeah, that would alleviate a lot of the issues.
All right. Well, when you're ready, I will cast it.
Do you think this is a good idea? Going all the way up there to see if there's anything.
Um, well, it's risky, but it might provide some clue as to the whereabouts of this wizard. I say that if you encounter any problems, you should probably get immediately back here.
And how long does this invisibility last?
It's an hour. Should be
Okay.
enough time, but honestly, I might just scout and see what you can see. It is possible that you'll get lucky and some of the wards on the tower are also failed.
Plotting the fall of Highhorn. I wonder who's behind this. Well, I'm ready when you are, and I'll put my hands out and close my eyes, thinking that I have to do anything.
All right. I will reach out and pat Cal on the shoulder as a kind of shimmering, translucent cloak envelops him.
Oh, Harry Potter.
And he is invisible.
Everything looks the same to you, Cal.
Oh, well. It, didn't work. Are you feeling well?
Yes, you're invisible. Can you see through your own eyelids? I've not tried it on myself yet.
I know if things black, and then when I open my eyes, I can. Doesn't seem that different.
I've always wondered. Okay,
Because
well,
you can see yourself. You just others can't see you.
Is there like a weird shimmering on my skin or anything?
It might look faintly bluish and slightly highlighted to your vision, but not overtly, no.
Interesting. Well, here I go. I'll go to the window and
Okay.
open it.
good luck.
Give me a stealth check.
Do I get advantage?
You do not get advantage. You are invisible.
I don't. Okay. I didn't know if that gave me advantage or not.
Doesn't give you advantage on noises.
Ooh.
An 18. Without a noise, slipping out into the wet night.
Oh, she doesn't even roll a perception check.
She's asleep.
I'm just going to use her passive,
Ah,
which is a 13. Or maybe 11. Something like that.
it's like 11. I think mine is higher.
But yeah, Cal, you dip out into the night.
Yeah.
What are you
I
doing?
go
Tell me
around the
about that.
stores. No, I simply, like I told Silas, I want to try to make my way up the sheer rock.
Going up the cliff rocks. Yeah.
Going up to the War Mage's Tower. That's where I want to go.
Okay. We'll say it is slick. So I will need...
I have a climb speed.
I know you do. Doesn't allow you to climb in impossible climbs. So I will need an acrobatics check to just kind of deter, see how the climbs go as you definitely catch your grip here and there. Possibly a sleight of hand, maybe. I think they're about the same. Yeah. Yeah.
Sleight of hand's better, but I'll take
Yeah, with
that.
the 21, making sure you, as you start, you go through the first gate, or actually be the inner gate to the second circle of the courtyard. No, there'd be, I think, one building in here. That's where the church would be, and a couple of towers. Then there's a path that leads up to the keep itself. But as you're just climbing the rock along the side, deftly maneuvering between the larger rocks, noting which ones you should not grab a hold of as you're climbing. I mean, there is a slight lip of rock around the edge of the keep itself.
Mm.
You do hear noises coming from within, typical, like, occasional, actually, not much. It would be mostly quiet, but you would see the occasional figure walking through the windows and between them. What are you doing?
Gonna try to make my way towards the tower.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
where about am I at?
staying along that level of rock around the edge.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't wanna be too
You would
loud
pass
because
over the pathway, the steep path that did lead up to the keep. As you can't imagine they ride any horses up here, but there is a gate, as if horses could pass through it, that leads into the actual keep itself. But creeping along past that, where you would see 2 guards posted, I do want you to give me a stealth check.
okay. Ooh,
A
not nearly
13.
as good.
For the record, I'm really glad Cal's doing this.
Why?
Because I want to know what's in the mountain.
Yeah. Or
Up on the mountain.
what's in the tower. I mean, you guys can access, like, the keep, just not the tower.
I don't even want to go in. I just want to go up.
I
Yeah.
want you to go in the tower.
With a 13, that is just good enough. As you
Ooh.
slip by, they don't notice your footsteps as rain pitter-patters across the landscape and beyond. Getting a very good view from up here, but you do have to do a little bit
Yeah,
of climbing around to get to kind of, it's like on the northeastern facing side
okay.
of the keep where the tower is, and it goes up 6-7 stories.
Wow. This must be a lot more easier than sheer rock, though. From this position, can I see anything? Do I see like maybe lights in the mountain? Uh, like maybe people are camping there for the night.
Give me a perception check, trying to peer off into the distance. Uh, the 20. You peer out into the rainy skies. Way in the distance, to the northeast, you can see a couple of dots of campfires, actually. No big bonfires, but it'd be vaguely beneath woods, as the mountains here aren't sheer for the most part, except for the peaks, but there would be trees lining this ridge, and you would see the faint little bits of firelight in underneath the tree.
Okay, but so I can make like kind of mental note of where that is.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, definitely want to keep that in mind. And then Cal's gonna look up behind him and smile as I look up this behemoth of a tower. I'm gonna start making my way up.
I'm just kind of vaguely trying to grab each brick that might have a little bit of extrusion out of it to grab onto and use as a foothold. Where are you trying to get to? The tippy top?
The top of the War Mage's tower.
Okay.
I know that would be probably the best vantage point I could have.
Yeah. Give me, I'm going to say an athletics check for this one.
Athletics.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. That is not what I was hoping to hear.
I know.
Okay.
With
Oh,
a
wow.
19.
A
You got a
natural
nat 20.
Nat 20, yeah. Absolutely
Nat
grabbing
20.
onto the brick by brick, passing by windows and using them as little ledges occasionally. The windows would be narrow, and maybe enough to fit you. Several of them would have stained glass within them, in different patterns and such as you're climbing up. This is old stone that you're climbing. Has seems as if it's as old as the mountain itself.
Wow.
But as you climb up 80, 90 feet to the top of this, the parapet of the tower, with no ceiling or roof ahead, there would be a trapdoor on one side of the tower, and up here would actually be set a telescope.
Oh. Okay. We use that. I want to use that to check out maybe like where those lights were, and maybe if I can see anything else through it to give us a hint on the where the war mage is.
So give me a perception with advantage as you peer out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is it like a fixed telescope, or is it
It's on
just
like a little.
one
It's on the edge of one of the stones.
Oh, 15.
With a 15.
I'm amazing.
Say where it's pointed when you first start, like peering through without, just say where's it looking at right now.
Yeah.
It is pointed in a north by northeast direction, and it just appears to be pointing at. You can see some trees almost beneath the canopy. You can kind of barely make out what looks to be a land bridge, or yeah, I would say like a land bridge, but no fires over there that you can see.
Oh, okay, so it's different from where the fires were. Okay.
It's along the same direction ish.
That's
Might
also
be a little
like the
more
direction
north.
the on the goblin map that was
The goblin map one is
mentioned, right?
going north, the other's going east.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, the rain on the lens keeps getting on the lens, so it's not really easy to peer out with the scope.
What else is up here?
Nothing.
It's literally just a trapdoor.
Just the trapdoor going down.
Oh man. Such a tease. Such a tease. Man. It's gotta be trapped though, right? It's gotta be. I'm gonna go look at it, see if it's trapped.
Give me a perception check as you peer around it.
This would be just normal. Oh, another nat 20.
The
Dadgummit.
nat
Jeez.
20.
Wow.
It is
Holy shit.
for sure trapped. You can notice some arcane scrawling just inside the lip.
So
it's
not a trap I can handle.
It is not a trap that you can dismantle. No.
Right? There's
Just do
nothing
it to spell magic. I mean,
yeah, there's nothing that a thief can do, right? There's nothing. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use Thieves' Cant and like leave a note. The blue blade was here.
Are you just carving it onto the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I would have messed with somebody for sure.
Okay.
That's something Cal would do.
Absolutely. You carve the blue blade was here.
Okay. How wide is the area up here?
About 15 feet wide.
Okay, darn. Okay, so 15. Because I do have Mage Hand. I do have Mage Hand.
You do. You
So
want to gamble?
I was thinking about getting on the lip, kind of like hanging off of it a little bit, and use Mage Hand just to open it and see what happens. But Cal really does want to get yelled at by Esmeralda.
That's like the thing stopping him.
Yeah, it's like she already thinks, or she knows, but he's gonna try to play it off, and he's not being truthful. How bad could it hurt, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna start making my way back down
Okay.
the
You start clambering down.
I can't take the telescope, right?
It would be
pretty
affixed to like one of the
Okay,
walls
got you.
up here.
Got you.
But yeah, as you start scaling down, once again using those windows as holders,
Man,
kind of peer inside every now and then through the windows. And you just heading down?
I'm just heading down. My intent is not to be a thief in the night or anything. I'm just
Let's say
just
there
wanted
are
to scout.
windows.
I know. I know you're tempting me too. You son of a gun.
That's what I thought you were going to be up here for. Not necessarily stealing shit, but
Can I look into the windows?
giving me a perception check to peer into the windows.
Oh yeah. Oh baby. Um
Rolling
20.
really good.
Rolling really good
Yeah,
tonight.
with a 20, you can see through one of these near the upper portions, not the highest, but the second highest window wouldn't have stained glass and instead a more simple window.
Oh.
And it would be inside, looks to be some sort of office, like a desk and like a mirror set up in there, rugs, and the stairs would go up directly out of this room with no door.
Could I get into this window?
Possibly, you can get into any. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get into it. I can't cast Mage Hand on the other side and unlock it, can I? I don't see why not. I can see through the window.
Guess it's to be a simple latch lock. Yeah, I'd say that's within its means, unless it was like lock.
Yeah, I mean, tell me. I try it.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Doing full Mission Impossible over here.
Dun 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 dun.
Boom,
Oh, the first
Oh.
bad roll.
boom, 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 boom.
With a 9.
Smash that window.
Mage Hand.
I'll give you a choice. You can do the thing with an unintended consequence, or you simply fail.
Oh, darn. You know what? I'm no longer invisible.
As you are
Because
no
I did
longer
Mage Hand.
invisible. Yeah, that's absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Wait, why?
Because he
Because
cast
I
a
cast
spell.
Oh, because he
Mage
cast a spell. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wait.
But
Okay.
Cal wouldn't notice. He hasn't been invisible before. I do the
Silas,
thing.
no?
Nah, maybe. Yeah.
I would do the thing with the consequence. Cal
Okay.
wouldn't know. He would think he'd be invisible still. He just rolled
As
a
your mage
a
hand
9.
goes to unlatch the latch, it appears a few feet away. As it moves towards it, knocks over something on the table. You can't really see what, but you would see a spark
Uh-oh.
as it starts to glow inside a little bit as you hear the latch open.
Oh. I'll try to come inside and the spark is
As you would see
something
a
catching on fire?
small fire starting erupting.
Oh no. I'll try to. What's around me? I'm soaking wet. Can
You're
I
s-
use like?
You're gonna stop, drop, and roll onto the fire.
Yeah, not the fire, but like I'll like.
It
What do I
is
got
it
at
is
my?
spreading quickly because like the rugs, everything in here is pretty flammable.
Let me look at what I got, man. Let me look at what I got. Let me look at what I got.
What are you doing?
Let's
What they make?
do an
Look what they make you
entangle.
give.
I mean, I have a burglar's pack. What's in that?
Rope,
Nothing to stop fire.
like a shovel.
I got oil. I'll throw oil on it. I do have a water skin. I use my water skin.
Okay, give me a. I'm gonna say dexterity check. Just a dexterity check
Just a
to
dexterity
to
check.
try and
Okay.
keep putting out the fire.
Dex check. Not a save. What am I doing?
With a
22.
22,
Holy
quickly
shit!
going from watering the outside of it first and then moving your way
This is
in. You
this is
do
gonna
take
I'll take
two
damage.
2 points of fire damage.
Smoke
But
inhalation
the
damage.
rug is burned on this corner.
Okay.
And it looks like some vial of like alchemist fire was spilled.
All right. Now that I'm in the room, I listened to see if anyone heard all that racket.
Nah, no one heard
I'm
it.
pretty high up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
All
too
right. I want
far
to check out
away.
this room. What's in it?
Yeah, so there's a desk that has some disheveled papers and the now broken alchemist fire. And there would also be a large mirror next to the desk. And like some sort of lounge chair.
Large
And there'd be
mirror.
stairs going down and stairs going up. No door.
Okay. Could I check out the desk?
What are you trying to check out? Are you
Anything?
trying to open the
Anything on
drawers? Or are you
it?
trying
Yeah.
on it or
What's on?
on it or a bunch of like look like some crumpled notes and stuff?
Yeah. Can I read some of them? Maybe like get a gist of what they are. Maybe
Yeah,
like the first.
give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oof.
The 13.
13. Not great.
A lot of it seems like arcane script. Doesn't really make sense.
I shove it into my pocket.
Like little. You taking it all?
I
I will say one thing does pick out that isn't common. Like after the edge of some scribbled arcane theories or whatever, off to the side, like it would be written, the twin mind is not just a brute. Its focus, unnatural.
What? Have I heard of a twin mine before?
You know? That you don't know what it means?
I can copy this. I'm pretty good at forgery. Can I make copies real quick of that at least of like, what I do understand?
Are you taking her paper to do it?
Man. I don't know who her is. Do I know whose it is? Is it the War Mage?
Well, I mean, you can assume that, but that's up to you to assume, I guess.
Am I in the War Mage's tower right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have to freaking take a paper.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
You quickly copy down what you can of the formulas, even though it seems like, even with your limited understanding of the arcane, some of this seems ridiculous script.
Yeah, Silas is gonna want this.
But the other part is just like, yeah, there's a little note off to the side after one of them. It just says the twin mind is not just brute. Its focus is unnatural.
Darn. Okay, the desk itself. Is there things I can open?
There are desk drawers.
Are they trapped?
Give me a perception check to see if you see any traps.
Oh,
They
nat
they
one.
they look good.
I rolled a nat one. I'm gonna try to open one. I rolled a nat. I'm not gonna metagame that.
Yeah, I'd say there'd be the kind of wider drawer at the top, and then on the side there'd be one heavier drawer.
Ooh, heavy.
All right, going for the
I rolled
big
a
drawer.
one.
It is locked.
Ooh. Try to pick it because I assume it's not locked.
All right. Give me a sleight of hand check with advantage.
It's a nat one. I can't. You know. I gotta. It's you know. Story.
Keep going.
Nice.
Okay.
With a 25.
You didn't want to pick this one.
As you pick it open, you eventually hear that. Well, actually, don't even eventually. It just takes like 2 seconds. Like, yeah, click, done.
If anyone was here, they're like, "Whoa, that's fast," but no one's here.
No one's here.
Unnatural speed.
I don't trust
It
it.
is unlocked.
All right. I'll mage hand. No, I'll just open it up.
As you open it up, give me a dexterity save.
Sure. Dex save. Wow.
With a 17, narrowly avoiding a dart that shoots out. You can hear it squelching with whatever liquid might have been encoded in that dart
Oh,
as it hits the wall
mean-
nearby.
it would have been bad, but I do have the wire band, so.
But opening it up looks to be some burnt bits of glass, as well as let me double check real quick.
So cool.
You would see a cracked amulet and what looks to be remnants of a broken crystal ball.
Oh, okay. I take it all.
You're taking it all?
I'm taking it all. I don't know what it does.
Okay.
Not here to steal. You're just here to investigate.
Nah, Steven, he tempted me too much with an open door or open window that looked plain.
I mean,
Why don't
theft
you
is
get
still
open?
theft.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Okay.
I already left a moniker up top that no one's gonna see, but one person. Because he's also thinking Silas is gonna like a lot of this stuff.
It looks like some sort of broken lens and a broken crystal ball. Not crystal, it's glass. And there would be burn marks on them as well.
Oh, okay. Do they look useless now?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm not taking them if they look useless. Man, okay. But what does look useful? Was it
And
the
that
first two
drawer,
things?
honestly, nothing.
What? Can I make it like an intelligence check to see if it's?
Give me an Arcana check.
I won't know Arcana. That
Hey, you've been
I'm not
rolling
even
good. You never
proficient.
know.
Still.
With a 17, the burn marks honestly kind of remind you similar to Jack's casting.
Oh,
Like, it's not a burn so much as it is scorched. Like, there's been intense heat upon them, but they're not like not burned. That makes sense. And there would be a diagram within fragments of the lens and crystal ball.
Like maybe they all go together.
Like yeah, almost like they go together. Like it seems to show some sort of like multi-source energy flow. Like that's what you glean from the the diagram that was
So
on
what
the
would I
broken stuff there.
with all this information would Kate take this and like it can be used, or does it look like it's inert with that 17? Anna?
I would say with the 17, it seems to be something having to do with spell siphoning. Like that
Oh man.
that is what you get. You get some information, little tidbits.
Yeah, I'll just make a note of that then. That is something to do with spell siphoning, and I'll put those back. Shut the door. Can I lock the door real quick?
Give me a
Honestly,
sleight
why
of hand
not?
check at advantage.
Yeah, I'm pretty darn good.
I'm just gonna know someone was here. There's a burn mark on the rug
There's dart in the wall.
and a dart in the wall. The trap has been off. You're having a hard time relocking it.
Oh, okay. I should at least. Can I open up the wide one? Maybe it has
The
more notes in
wide
it.
one would also be locked.
Darn it. Okay. I gotta check for a trap now. I
Yeah,
already pulled
give
one.
me a perception check. Looking to see what you see. You peer around there.
Um,
15. You would see more of those arcane symbols you had seen around the exterior of the trapdoor up top.
so something I can't deal with. Okay. I'll enter stealth again by crouching. I just want to see what the room is down below me.
Yeah,
Like,
looking down, it would be honestly just staircase going down
mm,
5 floors.
and staircase just above as well.
The staircase goes up to another room. You're not sure where.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make my way up there,
Okay.
mining my steps.
As you take 2 steps up, on that second step, a voice would call out. Let me double check what it looks like. Where'd she go? Yeah, a voice would call out as a mouth would appear on the wall. I really hope that you aren't attempting to steal a war wizard's things. Know that grave consequences would befall you. Know that I personally will hunt you down and bring you to justice. I suggest you
Okay.
stop while you're ahead.
I've never seen anything like this
As
before.
the mouth would be talking to you from the side of
Oh
the wall.
man.
It's a simple like
You
Cal
tell
Burns.
him, girl.
It's like a second level illusion.
Yeah, but would I know Magic Mouth?
It would repeat the message. But
How loudly is it too?
it would be very loud.
Oh, I'm leaving then. I'm putting things back where I found them. I don't think I really took anything. Maybe the papers, but I'll
Did
even
you
lay
take the
them back.
glass? Like the glass
No,
orb and stuff?
I would have just take the note of they seem to be siphoning magic.
Mm-hmm. It'd be
Um,
like something having to do with siphoning.
and then could you type in the chat of what the twin I
I will.
forgot. Darn it. Thank
I
you.
will type it.
And then yeah, I'm gonna start heading back through the window then. Jumping out, flying. I'm kidding, but
As you
sort of. I don't want to.
quickly exit the tower
Yeah.
from the way you came. Go ahead and give me a stealth check on your way back.
Okay.
This is where it all fails.
Oh, come on.
He's been rolling so good all night.
Oh,
Shut
this is
up.
14.
Just over.
As you climb down the tower and back to where that walkway was where the two guards were, you try and bide your time, noticing that they're pretty keen on looking out. Occasionally they might make a conversation. That's when you take your moment to kind of slip down below. Climbing back. As you're back in the second courtyard, you know you don't have to sneak around there.
Yeah, I'll just kind of
As you
make my way.
make your way. Are you going back in the abode through the window?
Man. Oh, I kind of want to mess with Esmeralda, but I also don't want to. I'm gonna go through the window.
Okay. Give me one more stealth check.
One more stealth check, okay?
Mhm.
Oh no, that one.
There it
But
is.
I'm going through the window. So
With an 8, there would be a clawing at your door, Silas, as Cal's climbing in. No longer invisible. As he's soaking wet also.
I'm soaking wet, drenched to the bone.
The clawing like the lick of glimmer.
Yes.
Okay. I'll wait for Cal to get in, and I'll just say, "Just a minute," and then I'll open the door once Cal is inside.
And you would hear both of you in your heads at the same time. Hope you aren't planning on sneaking out. And then turns to Cal, who is sopping wet in the rain.
In the middle, trying to like get my clothes off. It's a nat 1 though. There's no, I don't get them off. Oh,
Huh.
I just
And where have you
I
been?
just managed to pull him back from the window.
it's raining cats and dogs out there.
It's just a little drizzle outside.
Good thing I'm a light sleeper.
Well, I am not. You can be sure Esmeralda will hear about this.
Oh, Glimmer, come on. For dear old pal's sake, there's no reason that she has to hear of this.
She
I tried to
must.
talk her. I tried to talk him out of it.
We have a bond. And I
Yes, but
hold true
we
to
have a
that.
bond, you and I.
You are merely just someone who helped crack my egg. And I respect that.
You're welcome.
I did not offer any thanks.
No need to. It's given.
You stole a job that wasn't yours.
She needed help. That's fine.
Well, I'm here to help her.
And I'm here to assist
As
you.
Glimmer kind of raises her head up and just kind of trots out, like she's on a mission.
I was like, wow, oh my goodness, Silas, you won't believe what I'm doing. And I'll tell him all the little details. I'll make it a show of it too, like I did, like in an amazing, like story,
Absolutely.
Really?
Well, as you're relaying the story to Silas, that'll be where we'll take our little 5-10 minute break.
I
All right.
Time flew. But yeah.
I was so hoping. Oh, I'll wait. I'll
No,
wait.
you're good. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see you guys here in about 5-10 minutes, so stick around. We'll be back.
That was fun.
I was so. Yeah.
Alrighty, folks. Well, welcome back to it. We are back in it, and last we left off, Cal had a little late night escapade, sneaking up into the wizard's tower. And,
More like the Blue Blade did.
ooh, and came back down and started getting caught by Glimmer, but then proceeded to tell Silas everything he had seen. And Glimmer won't wake Esmeralda up immediately, because she knows you need to rest.
Oh, she's better than I am.
Wait, try to be as specific as possible here. You're saying, what about siphons? Say it again.
I don't. Come on, Silas, look at me. I'm more of a stabby stab and quickly get away. I'm not much of a magic knower.
I knew I should have come with you.
You wouldn't have made that climb. I almost fell. I don't know how many times.
So
Very tiring.
The paper mentioned something about siphoning.
No, not the paper. It was the diagrams. They seem to allude to siphoning of power. It's almost like she drained those items of some kind.
Or that
It wasn't just-
it was almost a practice of siphoning.
Well,
Whatever that means.
So perhaps she was just trying to demonstrate in miniature what is happening in the world. That it is possible.
Seemingly, but those papers on her desk, it was interesting. I really want to that next room.
Well, I think we're going to try to find her. She'll have the most information. I just hope we're not too late.
Yes, and then before all that though, there seemed to be 2 locations I saw, or 3 total, but maybe I can point them out on the map.
Now I think that what's his name, Sir Harlow?
Sir Dane.
Dean Harlow.
Harrow.
Aiden screams in from in the next room.
He's just snoring, and that's what he says.
Dean Harlow.
Yes, Dane Harrow. Perhaps he said that we should head north or east,
Yeah, that was similar directions.
and that's where you saw the fires. Is that right?
Yes, and then a bit north was the land bridge of some sort.
Well, that's the direction we're heading anyway. Is there any
So-
indication if we should be heading north or east, or
No, I think we'll gain that tomorrow. wake up.
Okay. I wish there was something I can do. Maybe we can convince Sir Hadro. That was that was a cue for Aiden. Haro. Maybe we can convince him if I could look in the library to see if there's any information about siphoning. Do I know anything about this? About siphons?
Give me an
Siphoning
Arcana
magic.
check.
Only one that we know of is Jack, right?
Well, you don't
Completely
even
dead,
know that
something.
that's what he does. With a 14, it's not a common practice by any means. Siphoning is not something. It seems almost necromantic from what you know about it, but it doesn't seem like that sort of siphoning. Heard of high magic being able to completely neutralize and absorb other magics, but siphoning is not. No, it does not ring a bell.
I think we're going to have to get some rest and
Yes, you sleep. I'll meditate on my glorious adventure.
very good.
Which Cal has a pretty big smile on his face, because that was like his first like real achievement. So he's pretty happy.
Absolutely. Well, as you guys all bed down and get a long rest for the evening, the rains subside, and you still hear the rolling thunder in the distance when you wake up, but the fireplace in the morning is keeping the place warm. The sun rises over the mountaintop, and see the fog below in the valley over the Kingswood. And in the morning, Esmeralda, Glimmer would tell you she didn't hear Cal leave, but she did see him soaking wet after she heard a loud thud.
Thank you, Glimmer. I shouldn't have put you in that position. I thought about it while I was sleeping.
I don't mind keeping an eye out.
No, I know, but making you sleep on the floor, you're right. I'll do better.
The cots here don't look particularly comfortable anyways.
No, it was dreadful. It was like, I mean, I might as well have just been sleeping on the floor, but still, I mean, it's the idea that counts. I mean,
Maybe next time you'll sleep on the floor with me.
oh, no, why don't we just sleep on the... There was plenty of room on the... No, well, no. No, why would I... You could sleep on the pod with me. Why would I sleep on the floor?
Oh, I don't know. It honestly wasn't that bad.
Well, thank you for telling me that Cal is going to be a problem.
I think he had
And,
well intentions, just lives a little outside the law.
Cal will hear Esmeralda. Cal?
I don't.
Owls don't sleep!
Is there a kitchen area here or no?
Yeah. There's a small kitchen.
I want
and
to start cooking.
a
I want to be
dining-
cooking people meal like
Absolutely,
breakfast.
it would be very slim pickings for food. Mostly dried or preserved foods that would be stored here. There would be casks of, things like oil and basic necessities, salt, pepper.
Yeah.
Nothing. It might be actually they probably wouldn't keep eggs. stock, just because if a house isn't getting used, why would they stock it?
Yeah. But yeah, I want to be kind of making a makeshift breakfast. And,
Sure.
I'll have an apron on that has like.
Kiss the cook.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
Esmeralda. Oh, good morning. I see you don't use your armor this early, but
Esmeralda
She
has
does
her
not
hands
have.
on her
She
hips,
does not have her armor on.
and she is tapping her foot. Yeah, because my armor's at the
Mhm.
at the person.
yeah.
So she has her hands on her hip and she's tapping her foot. And I really, really like to imagine that Glimmer is doing the same thing. like doing. She obviously doesn't have her hands 'cause she's on her hip,
Disappointed.
but she's got like the same
Yeah.
like I caught you and I told Mom.
Yeah. A little smug kind of look on her face. Absolutely.
Well, I see we can't have our secrets there, Glimmer.
In your head, you would just hear, "I told you I would tell her."
You
It was no
could-
secret.
So
Oh,
why were you coming through the window soaking wet?
well, that's what happens when you go outside and it's raining. It's pretty
Mhm.
self-explanatory there. And I'll actually feed Glimmer first. Put her plate on the floor. Yeah. Cow would know how to feed a dragon.
Give me an animal handling check.
And Esmeralda will say, "Really, you're gonna feed her on the floor like an animal?" to give him disadvantage.
I would say with an,
Oh, no.
with an 11, Glimmer would be like, you would hear in your head, Esmeralda, "I don't really need to eat."
Actually surprised by that.
Well,
Did not know that.
I didn't do anything, to ruin your reputation or anything. There was no thievery. There was no.
Oh, okay, so you're admitting to going somewhere that you weren't supposed to go.
Not that I wasn't going anywhere I wasn't supposed to go. It was.
Give me a deception check.
I'm trying to get it out there.
And Esmeralda, you can give me an insight.
15.
Oh, I got that one.
Let's go.
Sounds like he didn't do anything troublesome.
I was just Silas. He's coming upon new magics, new spells.
Oh,
and
Silas is involved too, isn't he?
No, he was.
I should have known.
I was helping him out in an experiment.
Hey, Silas?
Yes.
Aiden will walk through the door and he'll be like, "Smells delicious." And then he'll look at Glimmer on the floor and see that she's not eating, and he'll say, "Not hungry?" And he'll just take the plate.
All yours. You can have it.
No,
He'll just
Ada,
take-
don't let them trick you.
He'll take.
What do you mean?
Okay.
What is Esmeralda just not to believe me?
And he'll take like a big old bite out of salt pork or whatever's there, and
Mhm.
he'll be like,
Oh.
"All right, I'll leave you two to it."
I'll
It's
put on the
family
fakest-
dispute and all.
I'll put on the fakest smile and come into the kitchen. Yes.
Glimmer was he involved?
No, he wasn't wet.
In-
I told
Well-
her everything.
Oh, but they were in the same room.
Yes, they
Yes,
they appear to be joined at the hip.
I told Glimmer. He just stepped outside. He was standing out of the window. I sprung up and I grabbed him from the window just in time before he got anywhere.
Well, that's interesting because Cal said that when he went out, he didn't go steal anything.
Of course not. I'm not a common pickpocket.
Which
Did
means
I
that he
pull-
got out the window.
Did I
And
pull you
didn't
in on the way in, Cal? Oh my goodness!
Yes, I was trying to tell her.
Give me a
that you-
deception at disadvantage, Silas.
Yeah, no, I'm terrible at this.
You only got to beat a 3.
I would say with a 9, she's gonna know. No,
What?
Okay.
I'm gonna use her passive for Silas.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm not mad.
Just disappointed.
But we seriously need to stop with the sneaking around and all these secrets, like with your last name.
My name is Cal.
Jack would also overhear this. He's just in the other room on the couch. That's where he slept last night.
He's got his rattler in
I
hand.
think we need to
Look, we're going
find
to
out
be
as much
making
information.
an adventuring party. And I need to know what's happening.
Oh, are you the leader now?
Well, I'm the only one here who apparently cares about the laws and the fact that we are in a keep that is a part of the Empire, and we told Sir Dane Harrow specifically that we were not going to go specific places, so I need to make sure that you're not going in specific places.
Oh, come on. You don't have to watch my every move.
I literally have to because I was told to.
You might be surprised of what I can do, Esmeralda.
I know what you can do. I've seen you fight, and I've seen you lockpick stuff.
We weren't trying to make mischief. We were trying to find out information to help us.
To find your war wizard.
And if it's something that you think is noteworthy to do, then you should discuss it with the rest of the group so that we do not get blindsided when you get caught by the authorities.
And you would have said you would have said yes then? I mean, obviously.
Absolutely not. That's
Precisely the point. That you can't make my decisions for me, Esmeralda. Just like my intentions are well and good. It's just, a man has his needs.
I was feeling bad having Glimmer outside watching you.
Very poor parenting, I must say.
I'm not a child.
But now I feel justified. Because apparently you need to be watched like children.
Why are you lumping me in on this?
Because he literally said you were involved.
I told her that you were trying out new spells, and I did, it came untoward, and then you lied to her saying coming back in, and you should have said that. It's okay. It's fine.
As they're
eat up.
As they're bickering in the kitchen, what are Aiden and Jacko to?
Aiden would probably go and start chatting with Jack, like hearing the conversation going on in the kitchen, like kind of like, can you believe this?
I mean, if we're voting for a leader, Esmeralda, they're worse. I wouldn't be a good leader. Like paperwork and whatnot. She is the best one for it.
True. I have my concerns with her reaction to, well, you weren't there, but I should tell you a little bit more about the relic I was looking for and my wife. Oh, you weren't here for that, were you? Essentially,
Sleeping, yeah.
Yeah. I
feel pretty rested now, though.
It's not a legend of Cormyr, it's a legend of Thay, and I need to find a Thay to gather more information. I intend to bring my wife back from the dead.
That's like some big stuff, huh?
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like some big stuff.
Big things. But her reaction to it left me unsettled. I will not let anyone get in my way.
Alright, see now, the way the tone kind of concerns me a little bit there. But I'm just going to gloss past it, just for now. Is this safe? Is it dangerous? Is this something that your god will do for you?
Well, it is through my God that I learned of it. But
Okay, you answered one question.
listen, I don't know the particulars yet. This is why I have to find someone from Thay who knows the legend, who knows their perspective on it. Like I said, it's only been muttered around here in Cormyr. In Thay, it's well known. I will do anything to bring her back. She never even left Tirluck. She had so much to see, so much to live for. We wanted to have a child. And the Sahagin took all of that from me. Washed it away. And in Kasuth, I have found peace. But in that peace, I will have my vengeance. One way or another. And I will have my wife back.
I guess it is a good morning. That's heavy. Do you need anything from me? I mean, it sounds like a good plan, I think. Is this you're just letting me know because we're joining what are we doing? We're forming a party. Is that what we're doing?
I've come to trust you. I mean, the rest of the party knows, but I would confide in you the most. Simply because, well, you're a nice guy.
You can say it because I'm old. It's fine.
I apologize if I got a little too serious there, but you must realize
I mean, I don't think I've been planning on going to Thay, but if you need something, I can do it. We're friends. I'll help you out. I don't want you to go down a dark path, though. So
I don't intend to make my way to Thay either, which is why I'm trying to find someone from Thay here in Cormyr. Easier said than done, however. I just need you to know that I am here to help you all. But I do have my own priority.
I guess since you told me yours, I guess I can tell you mine. It's not really as deep as yours, though. I just want to have fun. I'm getting old, and now I can do this cool stuff. I want to learn how to do more and see what I can do. That's it. Pretty much it.
I understand that. It wasn't until I lost my wife that I gave myself to my craft. And my craft is what led me to my worship. But I'm not a young man either.
It's different with your God keeping you alive and whatnot, but yeah. They done arguing in there. What are we doing today?
Yeah, you
yeah,
just hear,
they would eventually.
Why
come
can't
out
we
with
just
some
be a
plates.
normal, happy and eat?
Can you just tell me where you went?
I'll look to Silas and trying to get a nod of approval.
I'll say you guys are saying
I
this
won't-
as you're coming out into the like living room area.
I won't even tell Sir Dane Harrow. You have my honor as a knight. We will handle this privately.
Well,
Whatever you did.
You're not a knight yet.
Shh. Does Glimmer say that to me? No back talking.
I'll reluctantly nod to Cal.
Okay, I'm only doing things to try to help our quest. Okay, I was trying to get a lead on the War Wizard.
This sounds good. I didn't know nothing about a war wizard. What are we doing?
Oh, hey Jack, are you done with your rattler?
This thing's pretty cool.
Did you
What's
just say
going-
you snuck into the tower?
I did not say I snuck into the tower. I said I went to try to find out more about the War Wizard.
Okay, I actually didn't hear you. That's why.
Okay.
Metaval didn't hear you.
You know, the runes yesterday left me for, well, wanting to know more.
Okay.
So I thought I needed a better look at things. So I climbed the rocks. And I could see some things, saw some fires in the trees, in the forest, on the mountain.
You talking about the rocks at the base of the tower?
Yeah. I can go
Is that
there.
part of the section they're not allowed to go?
No.
No, you're allowed in the keep. That's where
Okay.
Sir Dane told you to meet him. In the keep.
Okay. And then?
And then I found that out. I found out that there's that. There's some, also a land bridge of some sort in the northern direction. So there's
You saw that from the rocks that
That's-
don't go past the wall.
it's pretty high
They
up.
go
I had
really
to get-
high up. Much higher
It's
up
Oh,
than...
do they?
Yeah, look at the
Okay.
picture.
It's like
I
hundreds of feet
can't
from where we are.
see. Where is it?
On the screen of the Twitch stream.
Well,
Oh, on the Twitch screen.
it's on the...
stream.
It should also be in your journals, too.
Yeah, you can look
Yeah,
at your journal. And
uh,
that's what I've been doing for Sir.
Yeah.
Where? Okay, hold on. Art handouts.
Art handouts, yeah.
Yeah. There it is. Oh, okay. Okay.
It's high up.
All right. Okay. You climbed the rocks. And why did you not tell me this if what you were doing was completely fine?
Because you always say no.
I would have been fine with you climbing just the rocks.
Well,
He went into the tower.
Did anyone see you?
Of course not. Look at me.
Are you absolutely positive nobody saw you?
I am
Nobody
positive
even knows?
No one knows. No one saw me. No one even. Well, she'll know I was there eventually.
He was invisible the whole time. The entire time.
I mean, you can give me a deception check on that.
Because
No,
Glover's not.
That's what I think, right?
What do you think?
He's probably... I would say you'd know when you're concentrating on a spell.
Okay, then I wouldn't have said that.
enough.
I promise you, I was very careful.
Okay.
And I gleaned information that we otherwise wouldn't have known.
The war wizard that I still know nothing about.
We don't really know anything about. Well, maybe you do.
To be fair,
She's the one that.
Jack has no idea what you guys are up to at all. So
Yeah.
tell him.
Yeah. You know anything about wards? Because they got some broken ones around here.
So Jack, the short of the TLDR here. The women that we were supposed to come here to find in order to approve our adventuring license is the High Wizard, or the War Wizard. She is missing.
Not missing. She just hasn't returned.
Conveniently has not returned, so the only way to get our license is to find her, which we have
Esmeralda always
agreed.
assumes the worst, so
We have agreed to help as a collective group.
without your permission, sorry, Jack.
mean, if that's what we gotta do.
Yeah, see? I knew he'd
We
be
want
on.
to keep this show going.
She went to go investigate why the wards are failing at the keep here.
Yes. And also the goblins are very smart for some reason. that's
Midley
very
told
unusual.
us that
I mean, they made this rattler thing.
Yes, well, apparently they're doing way worse, and the goblin smashers aren't working. Goblin smashers. I don't even know what those are.
They bash goblins.
Do they have like a spell on them?
I'm not sure.
You've heard of goblin thrashers, yeah. There's about 100 of them in the armory in total of the army. You can give me a history check if you want.
I wasn't sure if.
With a 14, that's
I
good
could
enough.
know it better.
About 100 years ago, the royal magician Caladne. Was she the royal magician? Might have been Vanguard Hest. There was a war wizard named Caladne that crafted these to fend off goblins, mostly in the mountains and in the forest, as there was a goblin war that was occurring at the time. So there's still several of these are handed out to allies of the crown or some soldiers that have proven themselves.
Okay.
They hurt goblins more.
Yeah, they got like a plus whatever to goblins, I guess.
Something like that.
cool.
Right. So that's
Sounds
the
like a
gist
pretty
of it.
useful thing.
Yeah, those are no longer working on the goblins because apparently they've discovered a way around it. Presumably through outside forces because goblins are not that smart.
That we know of. And one goblin seemed particularly interesting, huh?
Yes. Well, that's the point. They're not supposed to be that smart.
You heard
So-
of like goblin, probably booyags or hexers. That doesn't seem too uncommon.
Okay. Well, they were pretty coordinated.
They were pretty coordinated though.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We need to help fix the wards, and the only way to help fix the wards is to find the war mage, and also get our license. And also, we're
Okay.
helping people.
And they
So-
wouldn't let us in the tower where the war wizard was, and so we wanted to go into the tower to find information about where she might have gone to, and we did that.
And
Oh,
all
weird.
Cal
Okay.
found was the bridge.
No, we found information about what she was looking into. She was studying magical siphon devices.
You didn't mention this. How? What? Did you grab something from the tower?
I have done nothing of the sort.
His silence is just like.
He didn't
That's
take
just-
anything.
Yeah, you did.
I did not take anything. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
did.
thought you took a paper.
You took paper.
Nope.
I
I took a note.
Yep.
I put the. I
Oh,
put
Oh,
the
you
paper
took
back.
that.
I took
with
my
the-
note.
Oh,
but
your note.
Yeah, I'm proficient in forgery, so like I'm pretty good
okay.
at like.
Yeah, but you used her
things.
paper, right?
Uh,
I mean,
Yeah, I
I
think-
wouldn't consider that a theft. I'm just saying, like,
No,
you
it's- I don't
take you
consider
did
it
take something, but like,
Yeah.
as far as lying, I wouldn't say you're lying about it.
yeah, I don't think that's. One.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll
I
another
put
deception.
I put everything back that could trace back to.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I don't know how that is gonna help us. Because I don't know
It's
anything about
just
that.
information, and that is what I did. A fact-finding mission.
do you share the
of
note?
The,
Well-
I did with the.
With Silas.
Okay.
Well, whatever. It's done now.
Because he's the only one that's gonna know what the heck you're talking about anyway, sir.
Wait, you
Uh,
didn't copy down the ruins, the or not the ruins, whatever, like the scribbles.
Yeah.
The scribbles,
Yeah.
no, because
You
could
would've
I
got-
have?
I mean, you could have gotten like that page, but it
I
wouldn't- it
mean,
wouldn't- it
I'm
would've
also
been-
I'm pretty darn good at. I'm a freaking, you know, I got fast hands, guys.
Yeah.
I got real fast hands.
Let me see it. Let me see what it says.
I gave you everything, Silas, but you had to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
a bunch
I
of
can see what
arcane
it's-
work that doesn't make sense. You can give me an Arcana check if you want.
It's not like a. Can I do a comprehend languages on it? It's not a.
It's not languages. It's arcane.
It's arcane. Yeah, it's
like,
arcane in nature.
mathematics. With a 17, that's exactly what he got. Yeah, you get the same thing. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make
And
sense.
then there's the note at the end.
Doesn't make sense.
The twin mind is not just brute. It's focused unnatural. Whatever the heck that
I would
means.
say you would glean that with the both of you together that it's almost like the formulas were like two different.
Schools of magic?
Not necessarily schools of magic, more just like if you're doing math, so like they get the same answer by doing two different formulas somehow, or like you know, like they're one of them's
Yes,
using
yeah.
PEMDAS and the other's not, and somehow they get the same answer.
There's equivalence.
Yeah,
Whoa. I didn't put that together. How did we both come up with the same answer, Silas?
because it takes two.
It takes two to tango.
I-
Okay.
I mean this idea of the twin mind. We heard about these two voices coming from one shadow. I don't know. Is there something there about a creature that is of two minds?
Sir
You
Dane's.
guys are talking about this in front of us, right?
Yeah, we're all here.
Okay.
I
Okay.
would have handed a plate for Jack.
Appreciate it.
Of course, it's
You guys have been eating
Special
this
care
whole
went
time.
to
I'm
that.
taking like
So
Yeah,
where
wait,
are
it
we
just-
going? What are we doing today?
Sir
Looking
Dane.
fine.
Esmeralda holds out a hand for some food.
Yours would have been back in on the table.
yeah.
Oh, it's on the table.
It's getting cold at this
before
point.
we came in here.
Oh, okay.
We're going to go see Sir Dane.
I'm gonna eat first.
He,
I'm
sh-
going to
he's,
ask
he
him
told
if-
he,
You also
He
have
told
your
us to
armor to
come
pick
see him.
up.
Yeah.
and I need my armor.
Not you.
I also need my armor.
I do have armor.
She would
Me
have
and
just
Aiden need
given
armor.
you the. Did you get a suit of studded leather?
I
Yeah.
put down.
That's
Yeah,
what I meant to do. I meant to fix your gold.
Oh, yeah, that's
Y'all's
right.
gold is all messed
Our
up.
gold. Okay, well, what's done is done. You went to the tower. You got some information about the twin minds and voices, and
We learned that siphoning is a thing. There's some good information. I also got some landmark and a few spots here. I just need to look at a map and I can put it together.
He didn't steal anything. I just want to remind you.
I
He didn't
don't.
steal anything.
You keep saying that, and I haven't been asking since the first time. So it's
I
very
know what you're
suspicious
thinking.
when you keep saying it.
I'm just
You-
saying
you-
that he could have, and he
You're
didn't.
assuming the worst.
No,
That's
I,
harsher.
I.
No, I think it's a moot issue at this point.
It is. Just please, in the future, say something. I'm not going to get in the habit of stopping you guys from doing things, but at the very least, I need to be aware if the guards are going to come at me.
I'll think
It's
about
fair.
it.
I mean, it's fair.
I mean, we need to learn to trust each other. It's not just you trusting us.
Esmeralda will hold out her hand to Cal.
I do.
No, wrong storyline.
Yes, okay. Here. I'll give her a handshake. And she's
And-
way stronger than me.
Yeah, she's gonna like deliberately like strong
Squeeze,
arm. Not like in a threatening way, just like
I have a
I am
firm
your
handshake.
superior.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then she'll
okay.
slap him on the shoulder. All right.
Alright. Armor, then Sir Dane. I take the apron off. Gonna go get the armor, Steven.
All right. As you head over to the armory, that is the where the quartermaster is. Sergeant Dahlia Red Boots would be there, ready, as her elven form. I see you have others.
Oh, just Jack?
Yeah,
You haven't met Jack?
I have not.
Yes.
Good morning, Jack.
Sergeant Dahlia Tren. So I fixed your armors to the degree, and I did speak with Sir Dane last evening. It would appear you are, at least for the time being, approved of a temporary adventure ship under his guidance, and I don't want to come off as too harsh. Can't bend the rules for anyone, and you, Esmeralda, would know that more than any. But I would... We have a few of them, and they aren't working up to their snuff, but... You're going out there. Perhaps it will work for you. Then she'll reach up onto the... kind of hanging up would be those 3 goblin thrashers.
Oh,
And she'll hand one over to Esmeralda.
Oh, excellent. I think Aiden can use these as well.
cool.
Oh, who can use longswords?
We aren't giving them away.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No. I'll. Thank you.
You at least have been proven as a friend of the crown, and friend of a friend is not always a friend. You know.
Yeah.
What I mean.
Fair enough. Yep.
But I have fitted your old armor to fit Aiden, was it? As well as this new splint armor for you, Esmeralda. And, well, the strapping should fit just right on your elven friend here. And motions to Cal.
Yeah. A little more protection against evil goblins.
It won't
Not
help
to be
against...
weird.
Oh, go ahead.
Just saying. Not to be weird, but this armor smells like you, Esmeralda.
That is just polishing oil, I assure you.
I was going to say must smell delightful then.
That's what Esmeralda smells like.
Yes, I often like the smell of the armor polish we use. There is a fragrance to it.
I spritz just a little bit of perfume in mine.
I was going to say, is it lilac and gooseberry?
Yes, it is lilac and gooseberry, actually.
As I said.
Well, thank you. While I look at Sergeant Dahlia.
Of course, and this is quite important, involving a war wizard and all. We would like to have her back sooner than later. Wards also need to be back up too. I wish you luck.
She'll just start. Thank you. Awkwardly start walking backwards.
As Aiden now has chainmail, Esmeralda has splint mail, and yeah, Cal would have studded leather.
Nice.
I'm trying to.
Simple
I can't
upgrades.
drag the Cormyr.
Definitely gonna be needed though.
No, there is no drag and drop for the Cormyr and Goblin Thrasher.
Okay, I have scale now.
Splint.
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 It is the second best heavy
Sweet.
armor.
Nice.
For a relatively good deal too. So
When
she would mention as you're about to leave, we'll say the sooner the better. As Master Dask said that he noticed some odd sparks yesterday, so magic might be seems to be awkward.
Some sparks? Where?
He said he went to go cool down some blades and they sparked when he put it in the water.
I don't know how blacksmithing works. Aiden, is that normal?
They would just
That
stand and
is-
cool down.
That is highly unusual.
All right, then we
We must.
need to hurry.
They're used with some type of electrical magic. There's no reason that sparks would.
Yes,
Well-
I just wanted to share the urgency of having our war wizard back. That's all.
Guess it's time to go see Sir Dane then.
Yes. As soon as we leave the shop,
Mm-hmm.
Esmeralda's gonna kind of lean in to Cal, and she's gonna say, "Do I sound like her?" Be honest.
Not as bad. Not as bad, but you're getting there.
Okay. Yeah,
All right. You're much better than her, I'll be honest.
it's awful.
To the keep!
All right.
You'll have to toss me.
Heading up to the keep through the gate leading into the inner courtyard. Again, the only building in here would be that of the actual small chapel devoted to Helm. There'd be a gauntlet etched in stone above its doorway. But the path continues upward along a steep climb to the keep itself. And heading up, you would be at first stopped by a couple of guards out front, also with probably in looser, not quite as heavier of armor as Esmeralda, probably in scale mail, and spears in hand, but still purple capes or capelets. Hi, what's your business?
Esmeralda Lancaster, here to see Sir Dane Harrow.
Oh, Ez, thought you went off to do horse stuff.
Oh no, I have much more important things to do now.
Oh, is that a dragon? I heard
Yes,
about a dragon.
this is Glimmer. Fierce, powerful, very smart creature.
A bit small, isn't it?
Oh, well, she was born 2 days ago.
A bit big then, isn't it?
Like I said, powerful.
Alright. Is it going in?
Yes.
Looks to the other guy. Do we let dragons in? Someone's like, I guess. I don't... Yeah? Yeah. Sir Dane's just in his
Well-
office. Yeah, you guys can go on in. Don't worry about this guy.
Okay. She goes where I go.
Yeah,
She's-
the other guy just kind of scratches his head. Alright, yeah. Well, he'll watch over you. And as you are entering into the large keep itself, the entryway would be a large hall adorned with candelabras and sconces and braziers burning pretty brightly. In here would be a number of clerks, all with several with books laid out on tables. And there would be a... Esmeralda, you would know where Sir Dane's office would be. It would just be on the next floor up. There would be a stairwell at the back of this room as well. And there would be... You would know there is a door that leads to the wizard's chamber or wizard's tower from here. But I'm assuming Esmeralda just leading the way.
Yep, to the office.
And heading up in typical like castle fashion, tall ceilings and stone brick hallways that are again lit with sconces, and there would be people would eye you for sure, but everyone is they have business to attend to. Definitely the patrols, you can still hear them from outside. The keep's on high alert essentially, but less worry about enemies within. Sir Dane's office door would be open, as you would see a simple yet organized room. There'd be a couple of bookshelves and some small trophies here and there. A large window that overlooks most of Highhorn to the south. A simple writing desk. Maps would be sprawled out on that, and there would be a couple of sturdy but uncomfortable chairs, uncomfortable looking chairs, and there might be a plant in the window as well. Sir Dane would just be looking out the window in this moment. Oh, yes.
Good morning.
Good morrow. Was that helm watched over you in the night?
Sure. Yes. The Glimmer did, but let's go with that.
Well, the gods are watching whether we want them to or not. Now, yes, I looked over your map and coordinated it with ours. That is indeed Highhorn that has been marked. Don't know what for. Might have to do with these wards. Might have to do with readying an assault. That's why we must be ready at any moment's notice.
Is there anything else you gleamed from that map?
I don't know
Like-
why. I don't know why the path would go north or. There's two paths one to the east, one to the north, and we don't have any paths like that around here. There aren't many paths going through the ridges.
Have I even looked at this map yet?
Yes, you have. You were the first one to.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Um,
can't. We gave it to him because he could read Goblin.
Yeah. I technically can, but I need 10 minutes.
And do I see what I learned yesterday from what he's got on here before us?
Some of them it doesn't line up with what you saw. Because, like I said, it's like one path would go like that, and the other path would go like that.
Would my information map with anything or no?
What you saw would have been more like little dot of fire, and a couple other dots, here and there.
Are you showing us on here?
Yeah.
On
Oh, I see it.
and here's Highhorn. We'll do it in pink. Whereas if you were to look at the normal roads, the actual roads are going to be this bright green. You guys came up the mountain this way, but it also goes back down that way and goes across that way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
we
make
have
I'll
to
make
head-
these bright red so that that's where you saw the campfires or whatever, through the brush.
Okay.
Kind of northeast.
Who was it that told us about the letter again? Was it the Griffin lady, or was it the
Yeah, it would have been the
Other
Griffin
lady.
lady.
What's her name again? NPCs.
Probably like
She's
T,
not
isn't it?
in the NPC list.
No, I didn't give her art because I didn't think she was going to be that important. You guys like talking to her.
We heard you received a letter from the war wizard,
It was Tahira
What?
Mivon.
Tahira.
Tahira.
Mhm.
Tahira gave you a letter.
Yes, I did have one. It was a few days ago. What of it?
May we try to decipher it?
I would love nothing more than that, but unfortunately, it burst into flames.
What the?
Black flames.
Black flame.
Yes. Did not seem a
What?
good omen by any means. There was no one else to tell. No wizard to report it to. I was unsure myself. Didn't want to alarm people. It did seem like her handwriting. The
What did
message
it say?
was...
Sorry, you're getting to it.
Yes, it didn't state anything, really. Talked about the weather and
Oh.
the trees. But more factual, not like... Nothing that was any sort of print. But she said she got it from an animal messenger. Don't know if I've
What
ever
kind-
known the war mage, Errol at least, to use animal messengers. But who's to
That would
say?
be more of a druid thing.
Yeah, wizards have all sorts of ways. Wouldn't put it past
Yeah.
them.
That's true. Interesting.
I'm sorry.
Could it have been a coded message?
It must be.
It might have been. I'm uncertain, but
No way to know now.
no way to know now. All I know, it was in her handwriting.
All right.
He doesn't seem to be hiding anything, right?
Give me an insight check.
I trust him.
You know,
Oof.
With a 9, he definitely keeps a stern, heavy brow. He seems concerned about all this. You don't glean that he's hiding anything, no.
He knows nothing about my visit last night.
I'd like to perhaps ask again if it's possible to explore her tower for clues of where she might have gone to.
Her tower has been warded, and unfortunately, not only is it off limits, but it's also, well, unless her wards are failing too, no one has entry unless they speak some password that she changes all the time. So getting into it would be hard pressed to do.
Okay, there's no other means of entry that you've tried.
None that wouldn't be dangerous.
Hmm.
Climbing the tower would be ridiculous.
I mean,
We've had
Fool's errand.
griffins go up and, oh, they know that the door is most likely warded. But no,
is it worth? It's not worth the risk.
it is not. We're already short-handed here, and we do become under siege. We need to be ready. I wish I could afford to send more people out searching. And I do have a party or two out there, but they're far and few between. Most have gone north or east or northeast and along the ridges there. Sent a couple south just in case. I do think she headed not along the paths. So I am unsure. Air cavalry has been watching the skies, doing passes every now and then. Nothing concrete, though. Nothing as solid as stone.
Just give us a direction and we'll go.
I can't be the one to tell you which direction to go. One of these says east, the other says north. So
Northeast it is.
Well, I
No,
mean,
wait, I might be able to help with this. Is there a
Oh.
fireplace in this room?
yeah, there'd be a small fireplace, absolutely.
May I ritually cast augury?
You got the bones to do it?
Oh, I need bones.
Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna use the fire. Like,
You can get like ornamental charcoal or something.
yeah.
You need some
to get-
sort of thing to read with to cast augury. Also, you don't have
He
it
puts a
prepared.
mini
I-
campfires.
It's prepared. I can prepare. I can re-prepare spells on long rest, right? Like,
On a long rest, but that you would have had to have done it before.
I
Yeah.
did this past long. I did this past long rest.
Oh, fair
I-
enough. But
I-
it does have the component that you don't have, unfortunately.
Okay.
But there is another priest in this keep.
Oh, there is.
Is there?
There is. He just told us there is.
I've told you several times.
Oh, sorry. Whenever religion is talked, I completely blank out.
Well,
it's a cord religion, right?
Elm.
Elm.
But Aiden, you realize you go to try and think about it, but you don't have the materials. What do you do? Or say?
I would say, well, I could potentially help us with that. I need some components, though. Is there another priest in the building that might be able to help me?
Not in the building, but in the small temple to Helm, of course. Parson Terran Vosk is currently residing, keeping watch and vigil.
I think we probably. Oh, I would inform him about what one's already gone and what are fading, what's fading, what's the strongest. We figured this out last night.
It's good to know. We'll keep them double the guards around the ones that are faded.
Yeah, I wish I was more learned in that matter, but I'm not.
Wards and guards are something of Veryl's specialty.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare map, you?
He'll hand you back your goblin map. What is this one?
I was hoping to learn more about where we are, but okay. Guess Esmeralda can lead us to the temple or whatever. I don't do gods either.
And he'll look at
Yeah,
Esmeralda.
I know where it is.
See, she gave you a goblin thrasher.
Yes.
I hope it works for you.
I hope so too. But I mean, it's the sword of sword.
It heals
That
them.
is true.
Sword's a sword.
Shouldn't break if nothing else.
Yep. I mean, I'll try it. Thanks for talking to her. I know how difficult she is.
I think she's does a great job as quartermaster.
Yes.
Honestly, reminds me a little of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, she didn't get to be quartermaster without being as good as she is.
She's certain. She listens to the rules, like me.
Does as she's told.
Yeah.
That's what a good soldier is. But she also, much like you, knows how to think on her feet if necessary. Push the crown first.
Esmeralda nervously glances at Cal. That's right.
I'm glad you came back early, Esmeralda. Well, I won't stop you. I do need to go check in on some things and alert people to double up on the guards around those fading wards. Thank you for looking into that.
We'll get her back.
I have no doubt. And
She'll-
he'll escort you out of his office as he's heading down the hall too.
Oh, I was gonna salute, but we're going the same way. So awkward. Yep.
Goodbye. Oh, we're going the same way. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'll kind of like he wraps up a couple of scrolls and heads down. He'll go after you guys essentially at a more slower and precise pace.
Shall we quickly stop by the Temple of Helm?
Of
Yeah.
course.
She knows where it is. She'll guide
Yeah, it's the
everyone.
only building in the inner courtyard that was mentioned several times. You know, the one with the gauntlet above the doorway.
Ooh.
But there would be heavy iron gates that would be open at this time of day in the morning. As soon as you enter into the space, the area inside is a triangular stone chamber, single brazier, and a statue of Helm, the visor kind of bowed, or bowed rather. And no pews or anything like that. There would be a couple of suits of armor along the walls. And inside, lighting some... Actually, no, he would be talking to a couple of soldiers. Someone not wearing purple. Kind of has a red cloth over his shoulder. Wearing heavy leathers. Kind of a chiseled jaw. Short black hair. Is this guy.
Dude, he looks like that one actor. Well, the guy from Warm Bodies. That was a zombie. He's in a lot
Never
of movies.
seen it.
He was in Mad Max Fury Road. I think it's
Timothy Chalamet.
No, not Timothy Chalamet. No.
I know. I don't know.
All shiny and chrome.
He was Beast in X-Men First Class.
Oh,
yeah,
that guy. I know
X-Men
who you're
First
talking about.
Class. It looks a lot like him.
Fair enough. Well, no intention, but the two soldiers he's talking to will kind of leave as his eyes meet yours, gives you that look. Hey, I'm watching over you today.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Said, hey, is Helm watching over you today?
Esmeralda's hanging back.
Right. Perhaps not Helm, but I am a priest of Kosuth.
Helm watches over him as well. Helm
Interesting.
sees all, don't worry.
Oh, I'm not worried, friend. I came to ask a favor, priest.
Came to see what Helm sees.
Huh. In a way. I need to perform simple augury spell, but I lack the components. I was wondering if you had any for sale, or...
This is not a... Kind of looks around this triangular chamber. This is not a bazaar. What sort of objects do you seek, and what is it for? Perhaps I could help you. As if nothing else, I do tend to want to help those that help the crown. Watch over those less fortunate.
I seek any type of objects with a minor magical form to them. It's
He's essentially asking you what you would like to use for your augury.
Can I get like stones? Can they be stones?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Isn't there just stones outside?
Need specially marked ones.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Old stones.
They cost money.
Yes,
Like,
and what would be the purpose of this augury be? Not looking to anything suspicious or nefarious, are you?
No. We are actually searching for your war wizard. Also helping out with the goblin antics.
Oh, she's not
And-
mine. Although I do serve the crown.
Noted.
But Helm speaks to no one. Speaks. Yeah. Yeah. The gods have their own way of doing things, and the crown has theirs. I wish there was a little more heavy-handedness when it came to justice around here, and around most of the kingdom.
You and I could probably agree on that.
We need to be more vigilant. Plenty of towns are, well, not in the best state.
Indeed. Well, I'm trying to determine our best path forward, whether we travel north or east.
Looking for the War Wizard Veril. Tell me, how would Kosuth feel of controlling the crown?
I don't think Kosuth would have any interest in controlling the crown. He's beyond that. He's primordial. He is power innate itself.
Power innate. And how does one check such power? You can see he's eyeing you, curious to your answer. And kind of seeing how others are perceiving this conversation.
I would think on that, but
Well, that's what Helm is for. And watching and making sure any who do injustice are seen. Do you feel that those of the faith, Kosuth included, should hold a higher place in courts and statecraft?
I do.
We may see eye to eye on more things than I would have first thought when you stumbled in here. Well, and sorry, I don't know your companion. Sorry, I am Parson Terran Vosk. I do apologize, and he'll give like a kind of a shitty bow. Like, not like a shitty bow, but like he'll do like a little hand gesture and nod his head towards you all.
We're just here for stones.
You have no interest in theology.
No.
Well, they have an interest in you.
Ah,
I have a dragon.
And where do you think
Friend.
that came from?
Oh, I don't want to get into this.
Oh, I'm not trying to get into anything. Mostly to place a seed for later.
We're just trying to look for the war wizard so that we can help the people here and stop the goblins from killing.
Of course, a noble task, and Helm would be happy to help with such things. Stones, you say? I use stones myself. I've mixed in there a bone. Someone who is quite important to the faith, and he'll pick the bone out. Perhaps you can add your own. And hand, looks like 3 stones, irregular shaped. One of them would be a sphere, near perfect but flat on one side. I do have my suspicions that the ward fairs are more than magical fatigue. I think there's a discordance in divine favor around. But that's just my humble opinion of a mortal. The divine do as they want, and as they must. Some more than others.
indeed. I thank you, friend.
No, don't call me friend yet, but I would say we could be better than acquaintances. Not quite rivals, but that wouldn't be right either. Colleagues.
Colleagues. It is then.
I pray that Helm will watch over you on your task to find the War Wizard, Vera Rest. She is important around here.
Did we mention that?
We said war wizard
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
a few times, yeah.
And I pray that Kasuth will aid you in your will with whatever you must accomplish today.
I'm certain he has something to do with lighting the candles and the braziers.
Appropriate.
The gods are in everything, whether we admit it or not.
I would agree with you on that as well, my colleague.
Well, it seems you have something important at hand, and I won't keep you. Should you need anything further, healing or other fatigues, let me know.
Thank you. And he would bow and motion to the others that he's ready to leave.
Esmeralda's already backing out.
Yeah, Cal would be back on the wall by the door. He didn't really want to go into Helm's place.
The vigilant one.
Yeah, don't see the fit there. Well, got what you need? You wanna do your thingamajig here, or?
Yes, I just need to gather a little bit of kindling. And he needs a couple sticks.
I have
Easily found.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And he'll
Something.
build he'll put the stones in a formation with the flat crystal thing. And he'll build the kindling around it in a circle. And he'll light it with his tinderbox. And it'll just catch fire like normal, but you'll see that he'll study the flames, and to everybody else it just looks like a normal fire, but to Aiden, he can read it essentially.
Absolutely. What is he asking?
Asking is heading north a good decision?
Are you doing this as a ritual or as a minute?
As a ritual.
Okay.
Ritual.
Is heading north a good decision?
You want to clarify that? In reference to anything?
Heading north a good decision and finding their war wizard lady.
Probably better.
As the flames flicker out and burn and smolder, the stones themselves would appear as coals to you. Burning still. That seems like a good idea. You'd say wheel. The burn them still burning would be wheel.
To go north?
Cool. Yeah. Well,
North it is.
stones have spoken. North is a good choice.
Wow.
Interesting.
Well done. Okay, so burning flame is good.
Flame is more than good. Flame can be bad. I will not deny that. Destroys. But it also warms, it cooks our food. It's the force between us that our hearts feel.
I mean, we knew we were heading north anyway.
Well, there
Well,
was two ways.
North or east.
Yeah, it was north or east.
Definitely narrows it down.
Okay.
You couldn't just ask again, right? You wouldn't get a different answer. I don't know.
No, I mean, I have a 20%, 25% chance of getting a different answer, yeah.
Oh, so it's only reliable till a certain
Some
Yeah,
of the
it's
time.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Funny.
This is Cal
Every
asking.
time
Cody
you
knows
use it,
this. but-
every time you use it during a day, it's like there's another 25% chance that it'll be.
Right. Well, I will say,
Baloney.
with a direction to aim your travel in, to find the War Wizard Varel Rest. Now that is where we will end tonight. As you gather yourselves, head out soon. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and we will pick up there next week. More Quests of Cormyr.
Bye.
Night, Internet.
Night,
Internet.
night.